just woke up, had a dream. Esau had some type of like, this was like a small chariot, but it was like a fighter. So it looked like a chariot from underneath, like round, but it was like a cube inside, sitting inside the circle, and it had like some guns on it. Like it looked long, what appeared to be cannons, 4, but from the ground it looked like it was 2. I'm gonna try to probably draw it. So it was like a cube with long cannons on each corner of the cube, but it was sitting, but underneath you could see the outline of half of the circle part of a chariot. And in this dream, I had powers. I had the ability to fly, but I already scoped out. I could see and hear the aircraft or whatever type of fighter it was. It was very small, had a peculiar sound to it. I scoped it out, but it didn't know. It wasn't searching for me or anything, but I scoped it out from the ground. So for some reason, like, people were calling me, like, as I was following it looked like it was going to land or something at a nearby base. I don't know where I was. I sensed that this was like before Yahushua came, but after the Motb, and I guess I want to say the nukes or something. I sensed I was in America though, or something, in the country, in U.S. here, but it wasn't where I am now. And like, it's like he has some new tech. So like I said, I already scoped it out, but as I was getting close, I scoped it out from the ground, and it looked like I was somewhere where it was like not so much tunnels where I could look up, but like highway overpasses and stuff. I was moving through. I appeared to be walking at first, and then when I seen the fighter, because that's what it looked like, a single seat fighter. It almost looked like a TIE fighter from Star Wars, but it was like more like on its side, more like a cube, as opposed to how the TIE fighters look like they have the square sides and the circle in the middle, like where the pilot sits. So as I'm studying this aircraft, or this fighter, or whatever it is, it's Esaus tech. I could sense that it was Esaus tech. It was like his tech in between a chariot, but it wasn't. In the bottom part where the chariot, you could see like how a chariot would be circular. You could see it like invisible. So where, how a chariot is from the bottom is circular, you could, that part was kind of visible unless you were like close or up on it, if that makes sense. But I could see the cube and the cannons clearly, and it was turning and whatnot. It was moving slow. It looked like it was kind of like about to land or something like that, but it didn't see me. So as I'm moving, like I said, around, like, I guess, kind of like tunnel overpass or whatnot, under this fighter, I'm heading towards where some people are, and they're like calling me to come and check it out, but I already scoped it out. So then, once I get to the area where the people were like calling me to come check it out, or kind of like do something about it, me and I guess my friend, this guy in the world, I don't know why he was with me, but he had spiritual power too. So we both went up. We both flew, but we flew up to kind of investigate. By this time, the fighter couldn't see us. It was circling. It was two of them. Another one came out of nowhere. We were heading up. So we flew up slowly, kind of so they can see us. And one came around. One was like maybe a quarter of a mile away, and then the other one kind of saw us. So then I kind of was like toying with it. I started flying, but I was flying backwards. I was flying forwards, but looking backwards at it, if that sort of makes sense. Kind of like how like Dragon Ball Z, like, how they can fly forward but look backwards type of thing. Like when somebody's on their ass type of thing. So it's kind of like toying with it. It gave chase, but I just remember a distinct sound it had, like a whizzing type of sound. You could definitely tell that it wasn't a typical aircraft or anything like that. It was something, that Esaus, some high tech that Esaus had. But I was toying around with it, and like I said, I was flying forwards, but I was looking, had my body turned backwards, watching it follow me. It didn't shoot or anything. And then, like I said, one of them gave chase. I don't know where my friend went. This was like in the daytime too. And I don't know where the other one went, but it was following me. I could tell that they were following me because they didn't want to engage with me, but they were following me. So I just had this dream. Of course, spiritual power and me flying, chasing Esau, or toying with Esau's new tech. I couldn't tell if it was a person in it or not. If it was like maybe AI driven or something. I couldn't sense that. I couldn't sense anybody in it. But it did follow me. It was peculiar. People were like calling my government name. Like as I was getting close to where they were like, come and look, dude, come and check this out, look at it. I was like, basically, I already know. I already seen it. I seen it from the ground. But it didn't look like it was searching. It looked like it was about to go land somewhere. Yeah. It was like a cube. It had two cannons on each corner of the cube. What I could see, like I said, from the ground. And a cube inside of a circle, lower part, like half chariot or some type of technology. And the bottom part was like cloaked a little bit. And the only way you could see that it was cloaked or had a circular outline at the bottom was if you were up close on it, or it was very low. And before I started flying towards it or toying with it, it was very low. But when I got up in the air and it was following me and I was turning around, it looked like I said, like a fighter. It was kind of small, like a person could fit in it. But it didn't have any windows. It was like just a cube with cannons on it, kind of like protruding cannons on the corners. It was really four, but from, like I said, because I know once I started flying, And looking back at it, checking it out, it had 4 cannons I could see, but from the ground it looked like it was only 2 on each side. Not on the side of the cube, but like on the front, like how, like it looked like 2 lines from underward. You're standing under it, 2 lines, and then the cube, and then it had an invisible cloak, bottom part of a chariot, circular. And it didn't have any windows or anything. It just looked like it. It looked like it. It could look like it could have been AI, or somebody in it. I don't know, but I didn't sense anything living in it. It didn't shoot at me or anything, but it did give chase to me. I wasn't flying real fast when I was like flying forward, but turned around looking at it. But I started flying faster and faster, and it gave chase. And then the dream ended. That's what I remember. Shalom.